Do you know that, in Albert Einstein's opinion, the rule of 72 was even more significant than his theory of relativity? Are you aware of how this rule works? Would you like to implement it in your life to double your money in 2023? In this video, I will tell you all about this secret, Rule of 72, and how you can incorporate it into your daily life. Everyone wants to double their money in a short period of time. Imagine if you could wake up tomorrow with 6 figures in your bank account. How many times would you wish upon a falling star to make that wish come true? I'm happy to tell you that your wish can come true. It's not anything out of your imagination. In today's video, I will tell you all about this amazing rule. If you are new here, I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe to the channel so you won't miss out on any of our informative videos. If you find this video valuable, give it a big thumbs up, as it keeps me motivated to make more videos for you. Hey guys, welcome to RJN Invests. The Rule of 72. The Rule of 72 is used in many areas of personal finance, including goal setting, economic analysis, financial planning, investment evaluation, and debt management. So let's do some calculations here. You have to determine the time it takes to double an investment, double at a fixed interest rate. This is calculated by taking 72 and dividing it by the expected rate of return you are expecting. So, for example, if the interest earned is at a rate of 5%, divide 72 by 5. The answer is 14.4. Now, this is the number of years it'll take you and your money to double in value. As you can see, this rule has a lot going for it. You can easily determine if you are keeping up with your current time and its trends. In addition, you may make sure that your financial choices are sound. It can also be used to estimate inflation rates by providing an estimate of how long it will take for the purchasing power of a given amount to decrease by half rather than doubling. Despite this, there are drawbacks to applying this rule. As an example, it can only be used with investments that use compound interest and only on an annual basis. This rule has certain limitations because it cannot determine rates that are under 6% or above 10%. But remember, don't allow this flaw to discourage you from using it. You can also contact a financial professional for a more in-depth explanation of this guideline and sound advice. 2. The magic of compound interest. The Rule of 72 can only be applied to compound interest. When you fully grasp this rule and the potential of compound interest, you have the key to financial success. Let's talk about compound interest after we've covered the rule itself. The longer you leave your money invested, the more you'll make, which is a huge perk. What this means is that any interest accrued in the initial investment is added to the principal, and the process repeats itself indefinitely. You can just put money into it and leave it alone to do its own magic. You can now use the Rule of 72 to calculate how long it will take to double your present funds. Let's say your interest rate is 6%, so divide that number by 72 to get an approximate monthly payment. This means that in 12 years, if you invest $6 every month, you will have $120,000. To get your money doubled as quickly as possible, you should opt for the compound interest account with a high interest rate. Contact a financial advisor to get the highest possible compound interest rate. Then apply the Rule of 72 to calculate how quickly your money will increase. 3. Investments. You can also use the Rule of 72 to gauge the health of your portfolio. We all want to invest our money at some point in time, and knowing how long it will take for your money to double can be a crucial piece of information. If you're thinking about investing, the Rule of 72 will give you an idea of how long it will take before you see a return of 100%. As long as you're investing using the concept of compound interest, the Rule of 72 will help you out. Let's examine the following examples to get a feel for this rule. Choice number 1. A savings deposit at a 1% annual rate of return. Choice number 2. Government bonds at a 5% annual rate of return. Choice 3. Mutual funds at an 8% annual rate of return. Or choice 4. Stocks with a 12% annual rate of return. The Rule of 72 will help you estimate how long it will take before you start seeing a profit from your investments. Put your thoughts down on the comments and let me know if you notice any trends. If you have enjoyed this video so far, a tremendous favor would be clicking that like button. 4. Rate of inflation. Inflation is a topic that is trending these days, as everyone is worried about how to deal with it. However, what does inflation mean? Inflation, in simple words, is the rate at which prices will increase over a period of time. So the cost of necessities like food, household, and utilities, for instance, is impacted by the inflation rate. This means the price of goods and services has increased with a percentage as compared to the last year. If we use the rule of 72, we can estimate how long it will take to catch up with inflation. Assuming annual inflation is 3%, the price will double in 24 years. However, assuming inflation remains at its present 6.8%, then we get 10.6% if we divide 72 by 6.8%. That means costs will skyrocket in less than a decade. Using the rule, you can prepare for future so that your purchasing power is not affected by inflation. 5. Savings. There are several benefits to this rule, and one of them is that it will help you predict when your savings will double in the future. Now, what is the first place that comes to mind when you think about putting your money down for the future? Is it safe to keep your cash at home? This is just too dangerous, and you can simply lose all your money in case of a theft or a damage. Do stocks play a role in this? Okay, so there's a better chance of seeing your money increase, but there's also a greater chance of losing it. One option could be to start a savings account at a financial institution closer to home. Here, a lucky saver might earn 1% on their funds. Moreover, being completely forthright, this is typically the easiest target to hit. Making a plan of saving money and sticking to it are two solid habits for financial independence. However, you should also be aware of the time required to see a 100% return on your initial capital. Let's have a look at some applications of the rule. The number of years it would take for your investment to double is equal to 72 multiplied by the rate of return. Take $1,000 as an example of a sum you would want to put away for future use. Consider that you can expect an annual interest rate of 1% as well. To calculate the age in years, divide 72 by 1%, which is equal to 72. That means a $1,000 investment made today will yield $2,000 return 72 years from now. However, I seriously doubt that you will still be alive in 72 years to cash out that $1,000 profit. In today's market, there are many investment opportunities that promise annual returns of 4%, 7%, or even better. There are obviously better options available to you. You simply need to put in the time and effort required to learn about them. So let's continue with the same scenario, except this time you invest your $1,000 in an index that guarantees a return of 5% annually. As a result, 14.5 years can be calculated by dividing 72 by 5. In other words, you can expect a 100% return on your investment within 15 years rather than the traditional 72-year time frame. And no harm will come to you. The 5% is used as an example. It's possible that rates can even be higher than this. The rule of 72 is a useful mathematical calculation that can be used to solve numerous problems. Calculating how long your savings will then need to grow, or how much money you'll need to keep up with inflation, is one example. The one universal lesson we take away from this using this guideline is the value of patience. Do not wait too long to begin working towards your financial independence. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed and learned something from this video. Leave a comment below and tell me what you plan to do with this principle. And please remember to subscribe if you haven't already, and give this video a big thumbs up. So with that, have a wonderful day, and I'll meet you in the next video. Take care.